Well, time then to take on board the portfolio query of the day. This one comes in from Kumar Siddhartha, who's a 32-year-old software engineer, and he's got a long-term time horizon on his portfolio. So let's run you through how his portfolio looks. He's got about 50 shares of a Coal India at a level of 235. He's also got 30 shares of a State Bank of India at a level of 2096. Not just that, an ICICI Bank also makes an appearance. He's got 23 shares of that one. From the metal side, he's got a Hindalco, 140 shares of that company, 37 shares of a Bharti Airtel picked up at a price of 307. He's also got a Rolta India, 200 shares of that one at a level of 75. From the large caps, an L&T is there in his portfolio, 15 shares of that at a level of 1325, about 60 shares of a Reliance Industries, as well as about 200 shares of a Syntex and 120 shares of a Jaiprakash Associates. So Gaurang, let's get in your view then on what you make of the overall diversification that Siddhartha's got in his portfolio.
Well diversified. It's got private sector banking, infrastructure, capital goods engineering, metals, private sector banking. So not a bad portfolio, barring these two names, which possibly, if he feels comfortable, he could make a switch over here.
Okay, so thumbs up coming in on the overall diversification. Let's dissect it now to individual stocks. So we'll start off, Gaurang, with the first three. Coal India at 235, SBI at 2096, and what should he do with ICICI Bank at 925?
Well, all the three first stocks definitely a hold. Coal India, we have an initial target of 345, and I guess we've increased it to 385, so you can stay invested. State Bank of India, 2250 is the target. Again, the problem is with the NPAs and the provisioning and the restructuring with the PSU banks. ICICI Bank, private sector bank, and as a brokerage house, we are very much positive on the private sector bank rather than PSU bank. On ICICI Bank, we have a target of about 1150.
Gaurang, a word then on a Hindalco, which he's picked up at a level of 121, especially how would you place it given the whole commodity cycle that we're going through as well, and along with, the slowdown generally in the global economy, along with a Bharti Airtel and a Rolta India?
Well, Hindalco, like I mentioned, we have a positive coverage. Our target is somewhere close to 135. And if he gets a dip on Hindalco, then he could definitely add on to it. And this entire slowdown, stroke domestic issues, overseas export orders not being taken up, etc., etc., I think it's a momentary thing. We should see the economies firing up. And I'm more optimistic about the domestic consumption theme, whether it is non-ferrous or ferrous metals. And, names like Tata Steel, Hindalco and Sterlite, I think definitely with the kind of production facilities and the market share they have, I'm of an opinion that it won't be difficult for them to recoup all those positivities as and when the economies start firing up. Bharti Airtel, a turnaround story with all the negativities we had, and of course we had a lot of brokerage houses coming out with the buy recommendation. We had a buy recommendation, we are holding on to that even in bad times, and our target is 400 on Bharti Airtel. On Rolta India, however, I feel there is some negativity and overhang. So, if he is willing to book out of Rolta India, my suggestion would be to go into a stock called Mindtree, again a mid-cap IT stock, where again we feel, there is earnings-wise a lot of visibility. The target over here will be 885.
Okay, that's a word coming in. So one change coming in the form of a Rolta, it's a switch to Mindtree. Let's talk about the fundamentals of L&T and what you make of the entire infra pack as a whole, given the kind of pressure that they have been seeing on their order book, as well as the Reliance Industries picked up as at an 871.
Well, firstly on L&T, there have been issues on the infrastructure stroke capital goods stroke engineering because of the approvals getting delayed from various authorities, and of course the new Land Acquisition Act creates a lot of problem for all these companies which are involved in these kind of projects. But quite optimistic on L&T, and my recommendation is to hold on to it with a target of about 1845. On Reliance Industries, we have recommended a hold to our clients, and here again I would recommend a hold. The only problem is the acquisition price is 870. That's where the buyback offer is, if I'm not mistaken, and that's what our price target is. So if he gets an opportunity again over here, if he's got an investable amount sub 740, he can average it out, and as and when the stock moves to close to 850 or 870, I think he should book out an exit on Reliance Industries.
Okay, so hold on to Lawson and Tubro and look at averaging your investment in a Reliance Industries. Gaurang, let's talk with the last two names that he's got. A Syntex, of course, this is, a company that's been grappling with issues about, relating to its FCCBs. It's been trying to raise more money than to repay the ones that are coming due in early part of next year. So at current prices, what do you make of his investment, as well as the Jaiprakash Associates, another stock where it looks like he's entered it at a very high level? And do you think that sale of the cement business is probably going to be the next trigger where he could be, look at minimizing his losses in case you advise an exit?
Well, on the performance-wise, quarter-on-quarter, Sintex was an absolute disaster and disappointed, and we've seen a sharp correction on this particular stock. And any rally which we see on this particular counter, Megha, we see a lot of, overhead selling pressure, people trying to exit. So my advice is again over here, try and exit from Sintex, and, one name he's got is of course in the energy pack, but I would advise him to buy something like a power distribution, a power grid. Again, at disclosure, we have positive coverage, and the stock has been consolidating very smartly at about 118 or 120 rupees. Our target is about 135, so I guess he will make some profit out of those losses that he will possibly incur on Rolta. On JP Associate, well, the stock corrected sharply, has seen a smart bounce back on fallback of this news. I think there was good amount of momentum, and our belief is that there could be incremental turnaround happening in the balance sheet. Other than the sale of assets like cement business, I think the company is trying to concentrate on reduction of debt too. Here, I think a stretched out target would be about 135, but for the stretched out target, you need a little bit of stretched out time horizon. So if you bought it at higher levels, if you're getting it at about, say, sub 100 levels, 90, 95, you can definitely add on to it if you have an investable capital.
Okay, Siddhartha, so that's the word of advice that Gaurang has on your overall portfolio. Let's quickly walk you through the tweaks and changes that he's made, so take note. Coal India, you can hold on to that one with an upside target of 345. SBI has a good stock within the banking space. You can hold on, look out for a level of 2,250. ICICI Bank also remain invested in that one. You can look for a 4-digit number. 1150 is the kind of upside target. In the metals pack, it's Hindalco. You can hold on to that. Look for a level of 135. Bharti Airtel also, you bought it at 307, so look to hold on to it. It can even touch levels of 400. Here's the change that comes in. Rolta is what you have. Sell it. Look to buy instead into a Mindtree with an upside level of 885. Despite all the problems in the cap goods space, L&T deems a hold with an upside level of 1,845. Reliance Industries, hold on to that one. Sintex also is a sell, in fact, on account of the disappointing numbers that it declared. Buy instead into a power grid, look for a level of 135 on the upside, and hold on and even average a Jaiprakash Associates. Well, that's the advice given on the overall portfolio. Just do remember, here's a disclaimer from our end. Please make sure that you do consult your investment advisor before taking on board any investment decisions.